Okay, tocas.
Looking to be the man in Guatemala when it comes to boxing. He's just starting quickly. Carlos used to going to war. Both of his losses by decision.
That was a wild, wide, just lead overhand.
That's the thing, hard to hit. You know, against Christian Mbili, he just got overwhelmed. Just comes to the front door, just lets his hands go. He's such an engine. And Gongora just really had to take a lot of punishment in that fight. Landed his own punch, outworked all night long. At this rate, at this pace, this is much.
You're a power puncher. Used to the.
You look at the corner of Lester and Bill, and you know that's Terrence Crawford. Oh my!
Martinez coming in.
He keeps speaking about the range of Gongora. His uppercut hurt Mbili with it in their fight. Even though he for most of the fight, he was able to hurt Mbili a few times, and the uppercut was one of the main sources of that power.
You allow Gongora to be comfortable. What happens?
On our air, Pro Box TV, Lucas, of course, knocked out by Lester Martinez. Fight, round number 1. Power puncher in the black and white.
I mentioned that Gongora, he's been hurt, he's been down in many. He just battles back and is able to
kind of put himself in range against Martinez a little bit.
I think he's been fighting shorter guys for so long that kind of has become a part of his nature.
Nice
trading shots.
Good ripping shot. Body.
And Martinez landed a beautiful left hook to the body in the middle of that. That was.
Carlos Gongora apparently not afraid of a firefight here, gentlemen.
No, certainly not. We see that
left hand.
Tricky. Oh! Big shots.
Good call, Martinez again. A nod of acknowledgement. Wow. Check out our news. Check out our Wednesday night fights. Beautiful right.
Martinez explosive, powerful, finding a home. That's for sure. Nuts and for people at home, this is not
any time. This great man once said, guts will get you so far, then they'll get you killed. As you say, champ, 15 knockouts, the kid doesn't know how to lose.
It's not like going the distance either. He was walking the man down, taking shots he didn't need to, punches, beat and gets and closes the distance to land those power shots.
What's his pace like? What's the comparison?
Like this, but he builds. Increased pressure.
Lester pushed them back, but you can't get greedy in the process.
Gongora's very smart in the way he places it. But also he's
standing there right after the punch.
Admiring their work.
I will say, though, in the Aquedal fight, which he was a big underdog, upset win, he got roughed. Had a rough night for the next couple rounds and then came back to stop him in the 12th. Not saying that's a precursor of what's going to happen tonight. That was 4 or 5 years ago at this point.
But it is certainly a possibility. He's over the top. That's what Gongora has found.
Such explosive punches from Martinez, man.
Every target.
But there's not much left, so we'll see if Gongora.
Body shot.
And I don't know if you listeners at home or viewers at home can
the knee to the midsection. That is the worst. One of the combinations now from and right. And Gongora is hurt.
Froze him. He rocked him. Gongora stepped back, thought he was safe, and Martinez was all right away. That's the confidence.
He just got habit as he steps back, he drops his hands, and he got him in trouble right there. That's the
round number 4. Lester Martinez in the white and blue. Gongora 22-2
around it.
I'm looking at him like that. You know, it's his 3 punches, 4 punches maybe. Lester Martinez is 5 or 6.
Another. These are what we call Pez.
Remember we were saying about.
Oh my God! What a right hand! Lester Martinez has Carlos Gongora in
different levels to the energy.
He brought his A game tonight. Gentlemen, it's not the game you have.
Nice push off there from Lester. Didn't want to get tied.
Bumped off. It was like he saw all of that arm. Like he just learned that discount.
Martinez, that right hand, that chopping overhand.
Seen that look quite a few times. Gotten the respect of Lester Martinez yet.
Oh, man.
Gongora physically not going away.
How into this are you? He looked fine.
Yeah, he did. He's very with it. You know, and I've seen that in other fights too. Yeah, damage in that fight, but was always in the fight.
From Guatemala, 17-0, 15 knockouts. He passed his average rounds. Round number.
Also, one thing about Gongora is in the past fights, he's gotten himself out of a jam with late power. You know, and he's starting to that rut where he's like, you know what, I'll get him later. But then
sometimes later never comes.
Yeah, that too. As it did in the Billy fight. He's young. He's got the youthful exuberance.
That's the part of boxing people don't realize.
Did a lot of punching in the last round. Looked a little bit arm weary.
Every good punch that Gongora lands, Lesser comes right back. Martinez
he punches right in the middle of the combinations of Gongora.
Yeah.
You have to throw in the middle of his speed. When he's in the middle, like throwing a stick in the thing in there. And right now, Lester Martinez doing that.
Well, that's easy for Antonio Tarver to say because he was big and had a hell of a chin. A lot of other guys with Roy Jones Jr.
Also a tricky. We love you, Antonio.
Man, legend. Around, not good enough to win.
Showing some life here at the end of round 5.
Landing a lot, but yeah, you're right. At this point, to see whether or not he's able to turn it up and sustain what he turns up to.
This is a man 7 night.
Yeah, Jimmy, we always talk about comparison rounds, right? When we talk about scoring. That last one, get his head knocked back where he saw every light on the ceiling. So it was a better round for him. Still not enough to win the round.
I'm not looking at the scorecard. I've learned my lesson, dude. I'm not here to catch some hands from Showtime Porter. All right, more than that. Gongora, naturally the bigger man, starting to try and lean on Martinez. Slow the explosive man down.
He's still fun to watch, and I said he's exciting, you know, because he gets the knockout. Even if he doesn't get the knockout tonight, this
is the point of Gongora being crafty now. Let me smother Mark back of that.
Oh, make him carry my weight.
This is what you said a lot about Gongora this week, that he gives up his height and fights on the inside. A little bit worse for wear here.
But he can't give it up. That's what he's doing now.
Great.
Gongora stays too long.
Sustained it for so long. But the other side went in the back end of that, so he has no energy to come back. Doesn't look alive.
Fight 3 minutes of every round. You see that time and time. Not necessarily use their advantage, but they adapt. Bernard Hopkins, how to win the rounds either way. Gongora's not that guy. He stands, gives it back, waits for the receipt, which is something my coach used to say. You hit a guy, don't wait for the...
There's a lot of things that he needs to improve on. Defense.
Yeah.
You know, he's getting hit way too much from a guy where I think he should be able to see every punch that's being thrown.
A lot of respect between these two fighters. Very experienced. Carlos, for him, 17-0, 15 knockouts. Showed you the odds before. Lester Martinez had every favorite.
He's like a zombie. He gets hit with huge shots, comes back, he hurts the body.
Brought his hands down. Talk about his chin.
Your point, Sean, a couple rounds ago, you said, I want to see how he is cognitively. He looks fine. He recovers.
Yeah.
But those body
of having to do that.
So, you know, good experience rounds in. For a lot further than 3.
He is well over that and still throwing with authority. That's Carlos Gongora at all from the again. Round number 8. Mr. Martinez, that has been the difference in this fight.
He's shown a good chin, too.
Martinez is that guy.
Yep, he is that guy. Since the last time we saw him. And to your point, Champ, this has been a very impressive...
Everybody thinks you show people that you're better than you were in the last statement, I would say, from Lester Martinez, if this continues to go this way. You know, defense or whatever has helped him. You know, Gongora has won it.
Yeah. Now slow want him to do, basically. Ooh.
Weight, but power has always been for Lester Martinez.
I can't help but Jaime Munguia. Oh, man, that's a fun fight.
That would be outstanding.
And Martinez has stayed very... Got a guy in front of him, he just does not want to go down. And Martinez...
Iron chin, Lester Martinez going.
On the outside, you're winning outright anyway, and landing...
If we do see a knockout, it's going to be...
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah. You know, we
fight. It's a very one.
The elite at 168 pounds, and so far he has passed this test. Colors.
You know, we look at 24 fights as a professional, and we also just a list of things. You know, when we talked last.
Every time.
Lester Martinez.
He's still thinking the way that he used to.
Yeah, it gets to that point where you see the openings, but you can't get there anymore. Oh. I mean, what a chin on Gongora, though.
His country proud tonight, Carlos Gongora. From Ecuador, two-time Olympian, into a lot of fights at the elite level, and could be just out of gas. He's true.
You know, Gongora is going for it. He might get knocked out in this round.
Forward to land something mean.
Because I'm seeing this head, the way that, which is impressive, but you know, we're gonna be in fights like this.
And chin becomes a detriment at a. We all know, gentlemen, when it goes, it goes. Oh, Jesus! Speaking of,
this ref can step in at any time.
Gongora getting knocked around like a pinball.
He's still really hurt.
Martinez just throwing bombs.
Martinez is really good at finding.
Lester Martinez, two more meaningful shots. This one.
Punches ringside. You can hear him through the headphones.
Like, I know.
20 seconds left in round. More big shots from Lester Martinez. Wondered how he would do one. Not because everything he could to get him out of there, but Carlos Gongora, too tough, perhaps too tough for his own.